Hello everyone, so my name is Kevin. I'm the Program Director of the Biomedical Engineering Program of the University of Hong Kong. So in this video, I'm going to show you if you get a chance to study in our BME program, what are you going to expect? So before I dive into the details of our program, perhaps you will basically ask what exactly BME is and why should I care? While there are many different sources of information you can find online or many other areas about how great BME is, perhaps I would like to show you one of the latest source of information, which is given by World Economic Forum. They just reported a few months ago the top 10 emerging technologies that could positively impact our global society in the next 3 to 5 years. And without going into details, and if you just look at the list of these 10 technologies, actually 6 of them are closely related to healthcare and biomedical engineering technologies. Now moving to our Hong Kong U, so how about our BME research or developments would align with what we just talked about in these 10 technologies? Give you some examples. So first, we have research and technology developed in our universities that combine AI and microscopy so that you can take pictures of individuals' biological cells from human or animals so that you can have a very fast and intelligent ways to detect or screen cancers. We also have technology developed in our universities about the wearable devices or biosensors in a way that you can carry this tiny and compact device with you, and then you can measure your health care or your health conditions every second, 24/7. For example, like heart rates, blood pressure, or glucose. And we also have technology developed in the area of biomaterials. This is one example with a collaboration with our Hong Kong Youth Dentistry. So we did develop these nanotechnologies made of diamonds in a way that you can apply these nanoparticles of diamonds onto the teeth that can suppress the oral infection. We also have technology developed in our universities, which is called the low-cost MRI machines, which is the magnetic resonance imaging technologies, not like in the conventional ones, which basically cost tens of millions of Hong Kong dollars. These machines is much cheaper, and that can make these MRI machines and technologies much more affordable than ever. So all these contributions, and you can see, and actually a lot more than that, you can see that how technologies can actually impact in the healthcare in many different aspects. And not only that, if you just look at what we just talked about previously, and you can see that, and you can feel that, in order to get into BME, there are many different disciplines that you need to actually learn and get trained. And indeed, this is exactly the essence of BME training. So in our curriculum, so we will have a very broad coverage in what we call the interdisciplinary training experience. For example, in terms of engineering disciplines, so our students will have a chance to study computer programming, mathematics, and different aspects of engineering, including basic electronics and mechanical engineering. And on the other hand, the students definitely need to understand very well about the foundations of human anatomy, the health and disease problems, as well as the cell biology and the biochemistry. So all these aspects will be supported by the teachers and researchers from the Faculty of Engineering and Medicine, as well as dentistry. So earlier on of the curriculum, the students would also have a chance not only to study the individual aspects of these disciplines, but more important is the integrations of all these disciplines to be able to use them to address the problems in healthcare. So that's why we have many different topics and trainings regarding this integration. To sum up, in terms of our curriculum design, and we will have this rationale, which is basically about diversify your exposure first and then focus your expertise later. So in the first 2 years, the student will have a chance to, as I mentioned, study a very broad foundation covering mathematics, engineering, and biomedical sciences. And towards the 3rd and 4th year, so we will have a guided, focused training opportunities to the student, supported again by the Faculty of Engineering and Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry, to offer different important aspects of BME. For example, tissue engineering, biomechanics, bioinformatics, and biomedical imaging technologies. And apart from the learning experience inside classroom, our BME program actually emphasizes a lot about the outside training opportunities and the experience. So in the first 2 years, and we will have this lab sharing program offered to our students, exclusively to our BME students, so that they have a chance to rotate across different research labs on the campus, in engineering as well as medicine, so that they have a chance to understand what would be the state-of-the-art BME research happening and engaged here in Hong Kong U. And also throughout the 4 years, we also encourage the students to actively engage in the outside project experience. So this is one of the examples, which is called the Student Interest Groups, supported by our faculty innovation wing, where they can actually enjoy the facilities and infrastructure provided by our faculty. They can develop their own prototypes, device, and solutions that can help and address the important problems in healthcare. And our students have been very, very active in the past few years engaging in these activities. And we also have a lot of different internships and opportunities to our students, including local hospitals or different biotech companies. But I would like to focus on or highlight these recent opportunities offered to our students, which is this Inno Hong Kong. This is actually a major initiative by our Hong Kong government that can transform the whole city into the global innovation hub. So within these initiatives, there are in total 28 research institutes, and a lot of them are actually closely related to healthcare and biomedical engineering. And many of our professors and researchers are also actively engaging in these research institutes. So that means, naturally, we also could provide a lot of the undergraduate trainings to our BME students so that they can learn and get to hands-on experience in the actual biotech and biomedical engineering experience. And towards the final year, so they will have a year-long projects, basically that would give them an opportunity to apply what they have been learning in the whole 4 years or 3 years to address important problems in healthcare. And one of the signatures of this final year project is that we will also involve a lot of different stakeholders in the city, also in the area of BME, including local hospitals, biotech industry partners, as well as different faculties and even different universities in Hong Kong. After 4 years, the career prospects of BME is actually very diverse. So including the further study opportunities, either in Hong Kong or overseas, whether you are talking about master degree or PhD degrees, our student has been very active in looking for this kind of pathway. And many of our distinguished alumni even now participate in the university research as faculty members. And there's another opportunity for the students if they want to get into medicine. That would also be a possible route. Some of our students actually, after the graduations, they further study in the medicine as well. And other than that, in Hong Kong, there would be a lot of opportunities both in private and public sectors, including local hospital, public hospital, private hospitals, and medtech companies, biotech companies, offering a lot of different opportunities to our BME graduates. And last but not least, another opportunity is the startup journeys that a lot of our students and teachers has also been recently engaging in, basically try to commercialize their research accomplishments and also the technologies that they developed on campus and commercialized to support and address the problem in healthcare. As a final point, I would like to also highlight these very unique characteristics of our program, which is this articulation pathway to the MBBS degree. This is particularly catered to those BME students who demonstrate the academic excellence, as well as that if they want to eventually get into the medicine area to be medical doctors, and this is actually a very unique pathway. So in general, so this is basically the pathway that after the 4 years of study in BME, you will have a chance, to get directly to year 2 of the MBBS degree. And with 3 more years of study, that means in total 8 years, you will get a degree in both the BME and MBBS. Well, this is a very, very competitive pathway, but our students have been quite successful in engaging and getting into this articulation pathway to the MBBS degree. So if you want to know more about our BME, so we are welcome to visit our websites as well as our social media channel, where you can find a lot more information about our students, alumni, and teachers. And thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the video.